Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is a small, quick video on an overview for today. We are back in business. I told you guys the bull run is always in the conversation. If you have a pause on tariffs, if you take the pause off, you let some of these stocks just run up, right? For example, you got something like a Lyft, a Uber, a Palantir, right? But these are dangerous levels. I want y'all to know that if you're trading Palantir, or if you're looking at a stock like Apple, Microsoft, there's differences between each stock, okay, each commodity, each ETF. I just want to hit a couple points about AMD. AMD's always been one of those semiconductor chips that I've thought about after NVIDIA, okay? And y'all know I've been talking about AMD since back here, since they call this a falling knife, right? But these moves right now with AMD, I mean, yeah, to buy it long term, but would I buy it at 241? Would I buy it at 230 when I had a chance to buy it at 159, 160? Absolutely not, right? It's just perspectives that you have to put in place. Would I buy a stock that's already ran up the past 3 months? Now, no. But what I will do in order to still make some money is I'll place some trades and I'll make some money through those trades. Okay, for example, I made the 5% off of Lyft, then I made a little 2.7% off of Octa, right? Then another little 2.6% off of Uber, right? And I'm just going to repeat that process over and over again. Okay, we have Tesla reporting earnings tomorrow. That should be a very, very interesting one, you guys. I want you to gear up for Tesla's earnings. I want you to just look at Tesla. I think this is a very, very, very overvalued stock. Okay, and look how choppy the stock is. Look at this Tesla Q3 2025 earning call, and I mean, we just are going to either see the stock get hammered, okay, or we're gonna see it go up to 500 even. That's how aggressive Tesla is. And if you want somebody that could really push the stock up and drive the stock up, it would be Elon Musk. Okay, 100% is going to be Elon Musk. We saw what he did with the whole Trump situation back in 2024. As y'all know, the whole rally really came from the elections, right? Crazy levels were found in Tesla. I mean, from 385, it goes to 440. And I mean, these levels were just crazy, right? But what do I think about the stock overall? Is it overvalued? I mean, just look at the PE ratio for yourself. Okay, 1.4 trillion market cap. The PE ratio on this is off the roof. So we talk about something like Tesla and Palantir. I like to say stay away from those stocks. Okay. Now, something like Uber, right? I mean, it's not the safer route, because if Tesla goes up, Uber gets crushed. Or if Uber goes up, it's kind of like an inverse relationship, but really not, right? Again, I have different focuses, but if I had a choice to invest in Tesla or invest in Uber, comparing the PE ratios, comparing some of the outlook for even Uber, I would pick Uber. Okay, I would not pick Tesla. And that's exactly what I got money in Uber right now, just chilling. But I'm trading just price action on Uber. I'm not trading this for the long term right now, because I don't see an opportunity for long term. I see an opportunity to take this back up to $102, $103, $105, right? And rent it out right there. Because obviously they gave us a level of $86 a share. I want y'all to know that, okay? So just a few points here. Overall, I mean, cryptos, man, the cryptos are doing what they're supposed to do. You see XRP get that 2.5 level. I bought back in at $2.3, okay? Again, I bought at a pullback. The market is very, very, very sensitive when it comes to tariff news, when it comes to Trump saying, we are going to, discuss some things with China, or we're going to cancel a meeting with China. You got to realize they gave us this in April. So what did the market do in April? The market dumped in April. But what did it do a few weeks after? We saw another breakout. Then we see some uncertainty. Then we just go on a run with almost everything, right? So what did I do this past week? I mean, the past week, XRP is down 4.92%. But I'm up 6.3%. Okay? How did I do that? Again, it's just, you got to be able to position yourself into these profit margins. Now, I don't have a lot of profit, right? But what I'm trying to show you guys is I just bought at the right time. So if I bought at 2.32, I want you to see, after I buy, I go through one dip of 2.29, okay? And then the crypto just kind of rips, okay? So I'm looking at 2.60. I've had my sell limit right then and there. Okay, so I'm in and I'm out. I'm not looking for, oh, let me get 50 more percent, let me get 20 more percent, let me get 5 more percent. Guys, know what you want from the stock. I always say this: know what you want from the stock. When I invest in Uber, I know that I want at least 8 to 10% back, at least, right? Or when I'm investing in something like SCHD, I know I'm gonna hold this for at least 10 years. Okay, so it's different perspectives. There's different approaches I have with a lot of these ETFs and stocks. So overall, what was I doing with SCHD? Okay, what was I doing with SCHD this last week? We saw a low of 26.50, and this is my long-term stock. So a lot of times you kind of look for the sexy plays that are up and down, make quick money, get out. But I want you to see, I also pay attention to my long terms. I love my long terms because this is the wealth builder. Okay, you're not gonna build wealth trading a meme stock. Okay, you might hit very big, but you might get greedy, and you might get stopped out, and you might get absolutely destroyed too. So as y'all can see, consistently buying. I mean, just consistently buying at levels that I like. So every time I see SCHD under $27, I like to buy. And I haven't bought this week. Again, I'm gonna buy again at 26.7. It's just an ETF that I like, right? I like the dividend yield on it. I'm gonna reinvest those dividends. It's just something that I like doing. For example, today I could have bought again at 26.82. About $10 right here, whatever the case might be. But again, you guys, just stay very sharp in markets like these, because the same game Trump played, he could really extend that time frame. Look at the S&P 500. We are back in the bull market. I mean, look at this from a yearly perspective. You don't see something like this very often. Okay, look at this from a 5-year perspective. I mean, what is this? What is this, right? It's like you see a nice dip right here. So was this just a buying opportunity? I think definitely yes. Okay, we go to lows all the way back from 2024, and we just ripped this year. Okay, so do I think we are in position to hit 700 on the SPY? I think 100% yes. Tom Lee, another one of those guys I like to listen to. I don't listen to a lot of people from Wall Street and Suits and Ties on CNBC, but that's somebody I like to listen to, right? Somebody like him, Dan Niles, right? Those type of people have a lot of experience in the markets, and they've seen the dot-com era, right? So they've seen something like the 2008 financial crisis, right? So look at this drop-off right here, okay? Like, look at some of these scary moments in the markets. Like, for example, if you would have bought in 2007, you wouldn't have got a chance to really break even till like later on, like few years later on. So, I think the overview of the market is, again, we're in that bullish sentiment again. I told you guys, if we didn't break 6.30, so as long as we don't break this level from August, we are going to keep ripping up. I mean, tomorrow we can, again, build support somewhere like right here, 169, the lowest we can go, bounce off and build another high. But the market is very exciting right now. But what am I doing? I'm out at 700. I'm selling everything in the S&P 500 at 700. And I have a position on a different account that I'm going to share with you guys. I'm currently up more than 10% on that. But, it's just I have an average cost of 578. So I don't really got a lot to worry about if I got an average cost of 578 in the S&P 500. And all I did was I bought in 2024. So December 2024 is when I bought the S&P 500. And I made a commitment to just buy every single time it dips. And according to that, I've managed to have an average cost of about 578. So look at how much profit that I'm receiving right now. And I'm going to show you guys that position as well. It's just $280 that I have in there. But again, you guys need to know, what approach am I going to have with S&P 500 ETF, or with the SCHD ETF, or with a stock like Uber, or with a stock like Tesla? Do not get caught up. The market is booming right now. Do not get caught up trying to look for more profit, because I want you to know that the market can start tanking and taking profit from you just as fast as it can keep going up. So a lot of people like to say, well, when do you take profit? I take profit when I see a good percentage. You can scroll through my P&L, right? My profit and losses here. You will see everything mostly above 5%, right? 5. Then you see something like 10, 19, 6, 3. If it's like 2.8, 2.7, I just don't like the price action. I'll be honest. A lot of trades are not going to go your way. What are you going to do? Are you just going to keep waiting to break even? Are you going to take a loss? It's okay to take a loss. This game is not always, sunshine and rainbows. There's going to be down days, and I've taken a loss. I'm not stupid enough to say, oh, I've never taken a loss. No. I've taken some losses. $78 loss right there, as y'all can see. But the losses are lessons for me, right? I traded on a news day. September 23rd was a news day. I shouldn't have did that. I should not have did that, right? I should have waited for the market to settle, right? Waited for the market to kind of wake up the next day, then took a trade. Okay, if I want to buy something like the shares in Nvidia or shares in something like an AMD, I would rather wait for a pullback. But until then, I would just do something like call options, right? And that's exactly what we did. I'm super grateful to be able to grow this account little by little. But again, opportunities present themselves. You don't have to chase something. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. We are back. The market is up. S&P 500 is back at those levels where everybody gets excited. But what do? Do you just stay excited, or do you start taking profit? All right. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe.